Hi guys, I'm gonna do a video on my opinion about millennials. So yeah, that's my generation. In case you don't know what a millennial is, it's someone who's born between like 1980 to 2004. So yeah, that's basically before the new millennium. So I think that's why we're called millennials anyway. Yeah. Anyways, I'm not saying all millennials are lazy and disrespectful, and and I'm not saying all millennials are immature and refusing to grow up, but I find that at least about 70 to 80% of us are immature, and we still act like adolescents in our 20s, which I think is so sad. I think it's because a lot of parents these days want the best for us, but however, by coddling us and not teaching us the necessary skills, we are going to end up, in our 20s and still acting like kids, even into our 30s. And yeah, so I don't want Generation Z to be like that, And I think that, I want the Generation Z to be a successful generation, and and that's why I don't want to be like most millennials. I just don't. And to be honest, I find that most of us are the disrespectful generation. Like a lot of us don't have manners these days, and I can't stand it when some young man or young lady who says to the bus driver, back door, and I'm like, please mind your manners. It drives me nuts. I don't know, kids these days just don't have respect for the parents. It's called like respecting your elders and stuff like that. What happened to respecting your elders, and what happened to, taking responsibility, and what happened to being independent, right? We are being treated like pets by our parents. We are still being treated like adolescents in our 20s, which I don't think is psychologically healthy. And the reason why I'm saying this is because it stunts our growth as young adults. And we need our independence. And yeah, I find that most millennials, I'm not saying all, but most, have a lack of discipline. Like, a lot of us are not goal-orientated. We just like go with the flow, which I disagree with. A lot of us go to university and we're like, I don't know what I want to do. I'm just gonna figure it out along the way. But what if you finish your degree and you wasted thousands of dollars, and you graduate with the degree and you don't even use it, which I think is such a waste of money. But yeah, I'm just saying, I'm trying to make this video for Generation Zs out there. I'm just telling you, Generation Z people, if you're going to university, please think about what you want to do first. Please have a goal in mind and what degree you want to pursue before you pursue university. And also, when you get a job, save up for university. And if you're going to take out student loans, please be responsible with your borrowing. And pay your loans while you're in school. Please do not wait until you graduate to pay it off, because you're going to get like a grace period before they'll start charging you interest, before you have to start paying it back. So please do pay as much as you can while you're studying. At least like $200 a month to $500 a month, or it can be as little as $100 a month. But please, 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 I cannot stress enough, it's really important to be financially responsible while you're in university. So yeah, please learn valuable lessons from baby boomers. If you have any like grandparents who are baby boomers that are born from like the 1945 to around like 1960 something, like please find a baby boomer and learn valuable knowledge from them. Because to be honest, they're not gonna be around, and I'm seriously going to miss the baby boomers. The reason why I love the baby boomer generation is because they were goal orientated and they strive for independence, and I think it's really important for us millennials to learn from that. I think the millennials can be a better generation if we learn from the baby boomers. And when us millennials get really old, we have to set example for the younger generations in the future. Like, I don't want the future generations to be boomerang kids like we are now. Boomerang kids who just graduated university and they have to go back and live back home with their parents, which I think is so freaking sad. It's so sad. I think the economy is part of it and the unemployment rate. But what I think is the greatest factor is our parents coddling us too much and not preparing us for the real world and having a lack of discipline. To be honest, I seriously don't want to go back and live with my parents because I'll have to give up a lot of my freedom that I have now. Like, to be honest, if I still lived with my parents, I wouldn't be able to come out as transgender and transition, you know? My dad wouldn't allow me to transition, you know, to the man I am now, you know. I'm like, so yeah, he wouldn't be able to let me live as a man and as Thomas, and he would be against me going on hormones. Yeah. So speaking of hormones, I am 3 months and 1 day on testosterone, and yeah. But yeah, the worst thing is getting the shots. That's what I hate, and it kind of hurts a little bit. Anyways, that is my opinion on millennials. So if you're a millennial like me, don't be offended. But if you're Generation Z, please, please, please do not grow up to be like most millennials. Be like the baby boomers. Although I try to be like one of the baby boomers, like I would just say like I'm not a typical millennial. I would say that I'm like a mixture of Generation X and baby boomer. I'd probably just say that. So yeah, the reason why I'm like a baby boomer is because I'm goal orientated and I strive for independence and I value discipline and I value hard work. And the reason why I'm Generation X is because yeah, I use technology, but I'm not as technology savvy as most millennials are or Generation Z. So yeah. Anyways, that's all. And yeah, so again, don't get offended if you're a millennial. Anyways, bye.